allowing to happen to these women and children at our border. This isn't only an American human crisis. This is a crisis, like Steve said, for these people coming over our border. And the incentives have to stop. We can't keep allowing this to happen to people. Sanctuary policies. I want to just warn you all that it is now coming out. There's a movement called Welcoming America. And they have now basically substituted the word sanctuary for welcoming, because welcoming is such a kind word. And it's, oh, we're welcoming. And you use the word sanctuary, and of course it already has such a negative connotation in this country anyway, but people sometimes question, what does that mean? What does sanctuary mean? I was really surprised when the Singh family over in California, when the officer was killed, that the brother didn't even know that the city was a sanctuary city, that California was a sanctuary state. There's so many people in the United States who don't understand what our elected officials have done behind the scenes, right under our nose, but we know nothing about what's really going on. So be careful about Welcoming America, because they had a huge push a couple weeks ago up in Michigan called Welcoming Michigan. They were going from county to county trying to get things pushed through up there. And I was in contact with a reporter and trying to get the information out to people that I knew in Michigan. So be aware of that, folks. The sanctuary policies that are in America, you know, the argument is it makes our communities safer. It's a lie. It's a big fat lie. It does not make our communities safer. It doesn't make these illegals feel more free to come forward and you know, tell about crimes that have been committed. What it does is make every American in that city less safe. These illegal alien criminals, when they've been convicted of a crime, and if they've been deported, they will come right back over our border. Most of them are back within 5 to 7 days. And they seek out these sanctuary cities, counties, and states because they know they will be protected by our elected officials. How many other countries can you or I go into it illegally, have the politicians passing laws to protect you, and then be providing you with anything and everything you need, medical, food, schooling, education for you, your kids, and then you commit a crime against one of their citizens, and then they've provided a sanctuary area for you to go to be protected from their laws. There's no other country in this world that does this. And it's total insanity that we've allowed these liberal politicians and these idiotic elected officials to do these sort of things to us. We cannot be silent any longer. We have got to stand up. The reason Steve and I are doing this tour is to make more people aware of this and to encourage you to stand up and to speak out. And don't be afraid. I have every right to say what I'm saying, as any liberal who's decided they want to have some sort of a stupid rally and try and shove this stuff down your throat. In San Francisco, just last week, they were taking children out of 3 different schools from the age of 5 to 13 and giving them scripts and giving them signs, and they were chanting, "We hate Trump." I mean, they are teaching our children this hate against the president. A child at 5 years old does not understand how to hate a president of a country. They're being taught. We're accused of being the intolerant people, but we're the very people who are out talking and trying to bring sense to this country, that we have got to become united again and bring our country back to where it was. You know, I was at a Trump rally with Steve and Frank in Albuquerque at the beginning of our road trip. There is so much unity and patriotism, and I mean, everybody is just so excited. It's just like the energy in a Trump rally is unbelievable. And we walked outside and there was protesters screaming profanities, throwing water bottles. I mean, it's disgusting that they can actually behave like this, yet accuse us of doing exactly what they're doing. It's mind-boggling to me. When We Build the Wall did approach Steve and I about joining their board of directors or their advisory board, it was just a natural fit for us because angel families are the end result of open borders. And so it only seemed logical that, you know, get on board and fight with these people. I was amazed at the first meeting we went to in McAllen, Texas. The whole group of us met. And the research they've done, other countries who have border walls and had different people that they were talking to and trying to figure out the best product. and Fisher Industries in Coolidge, Arizona, they had a demonstration, and Steve and I were down there, and Frank and saw all of this, along with some representatives from We Build the Wall, and decided this was a perfect company to team up with to do the wall that the American people had donated to. Their steel is 80-year life year span steel that they use for their ballard. The contractors that the government is using is 20-year lifespan. This is why they're having to replace wall right now. Fisher Industries puts in a paved road. They put in lighting. They put in sensors under the ground to where they can detect walking, digging, driving within 60 feet of either side of the wall. This is a complete border security package at half the cost of what the government contracts are being awarded at. Half the cost, folks. You talk about wasteful government spending. They will not even entertain giving Fisher Industries any contracts. Guess why? Because he donated to Trump's 2016 campaign. This is just insanity. I want to go into a few other figures for you about foreign aid. We give